We have a pond aerator because I'm about to get rid of a lot of the plant life in my pond. And when you do that, it'll decrease the oxygen in your pond because the plants in the pond actually produce the oxygen that fish need. Or if your pond has a stream that goes through it, that movement of the water uh, oxygenates the pond. And so, but my pond doesn't have like a good running creek that runs through it all the time. So my solution was to get this aeration pump. It'll come in several different boxes, but here's our main pump. Go ahead and open it up and look at it. And I'm telling you right now, this thing is heavy, pretty heavy duty. And then here's our fuse thing right here, and it comes with a zip tie to hold it together. Yeah, so you're just gonna plug this in your normal 110 outlet, and then it'll send air bubbles throughout your pond to aerate it, to oxygenate it. And so that's our first box. Our next box we got comes with our handy instructions, and then comes with some hardware. It comes with some hose lines, two different kinds. And that's the end of our next box here. And then, next box, we got some Teflon tape. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. Some more hardware. And then comes with this right here and a metal plate. We got some more instructions, some more Teflon tape, and then another set of our base plate, circular doohickey, and some more hardware. So we got a bunch of hardware, some base plates, some hoses, and our pump with a bunch of hardware. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. This thing can cover up to a 3-acre pond. It has 2 diffusers, and it's fed by 1 or 2 valves. You can use 2 valves, 1 nozzle, and 1 diffuser, or you can use 1 valve, 2 nozzles by 2 diffusers. There are 3 air outlets, and it just plugs in your normal 110 outlet. This also has a recommendation of how long you should run the diffuser. So basically, day 1, you want to run it for about 30 minutes, and then you want to shut it off, don't turn it back on for the rest of the day, because too much oxygen all at once can overwhelm your fish and kill them. So you want to run it for about 30 minutes and then turn it off, run it for an hour, turn it off, 2 hours the next day, 4 hours, 8 hours, 16, and then after a week you can run it as much as you want. During summer operations, to reduce the risk of fish kills in hot summer months and for optimum aeration benefits, aeration systems should run continuously throughout the summer. And then in the winter time, you want to make sure that it's not going to be iced over, because it won't operate when it's iced over, obviously, because the top of the pond will be frozen. During the winter, you want to unplug it, disconnect it, and cover the airline ends to prevent debris and stuff from getting in it. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started by connecting these pieces with the hardware and all that other stuff. We're going to install the air filter on the intake side. So all you're going to do is screw it on, and then when it gets tight, you probably need a wrench that will go on that. Alright, now we're going to put the footbeds to the bottom, so this thing will be anti-slip, and then you're just going to use a Allen key, tighten the screws down. And once they're snug, that's good. And then you're going to do all 4 of them. Alright, now all of our footbeds are installed. We're going to rotate this and flip it back over. And there we go. Now we got it all situated. Alright, now I just installed the L-shaped air outlet. Alright, now I'm installing the pressure relief valve. There we go. Now I'm going to tighten this hose on here. Next we're going to tighten this on here. We're going to start attaching our diffuser assembly. And so there's a gasket I just put down in there, and now we're just going to screw it on to this right here. There's also a gasket on the top, so you got a double gasket system there. And then you're just going to twist and twist till it's snug there. Now everything that's good and tight, we're going to do the same thing to the other diffuser as well. So again, gives you a little hardware baggie. Comes with a hose attachment and a gasket. Put the gasket down in there. And now we're just going to twist that on up right there. Make sure it's good and tight. There we go. And now you go ahead and install this into here. So here's our base plate to mount our aeration thing. We're going to put our screws in, and we're going to do it like this. I'm securing the base plate to the diffuser with these 4 screws. So this is what it should look like whenever you get your base plate mounted to your diffuser. And so now we're going to start connecting our aerator to our thing. But before we do that, all we're going to do is go ahead and connect our hose, and I'm going to get out my boat in my pond and place my diffuser where I would like it. And this self-sinking hose will sink, and then I'm going to bring it over here where I need it to connect my diffuser. So I decided I'm going to use one diffuser because my pond isn't as big as I thought it was. Remeasured it, wasn't quite that big. And so I'm going to go ahead and remove the flange that I have on here, and then I'm going to put the extra check valve that they give you. That way you could run 1 diffuser, 2 diffusers, depending on how big your pond is. I'm probably only going to need the 1, so I'm going to go ahead and just replace this real quick. So if you wanted to run 2 diffusers, you would just basically connect this extra hose and the extra elbow that they give you to your pump here, and have it that way, and then you'd have 2 hoses coming out of here. But I'm only going to have the 1, so I'm going to go ahead and install the extra valve. Alright, so I got the tape on, got the valve in, so now I'm just going to sit here and tighten this up real quick. So now that we have everything how we want it, like I said, I'm going to go get in my boat, place the diffuser where we want it, and then all you're going to do is get the hose clamp that they provide, and then you're going to attach that. Let me do that real quick. So we're going to go ahead and just grab one of our hose clamps, loosen it up just a scooch, and then we're going to put it on our hose. Then we're going to take our hose and attach it. Yeah, I should have done that before I put the base plate on, but it'll be alright. Then you're just going to wiggle it on, make sure it's all the way on there, and then you're going to come over here, and then you're going to tighten this around the valve, and eventually it will get tight. Alright, so now it's snug. Now again, this hose is self-sinking, so once you place it out there, it'll sink, and then it'll take a little second, and then it'll float on down to the bottom, because this is going to be sitting on the bottom as well. And then, so yeah, so I'm going to go put this out. Alright guys, so here I am in the USS Minnow, and I'm going out here to about the middle of my pond, or what I think is about the middle. And then, so basically all I'm going to do is just chunk this thing over, and they got it cooled up nice where the hose won't get all wound up. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, and then I'm gonna come back to you. All right, guys. So you just saw me setting the diffuser out there in the middle of my pond, and so now this, as you can see, the self-sinking hose sunk all the way to the bottom. Now I'm going to attach this part to the pump itself, and then we'll run it and see what it does when it's running. Now we're going to attach our hose to our pump, and then we're going to plug our pump in and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so as you can see, the pump's really quiet. We're sitting here, and I mean, you can barely hear it. They gave you plenty of hose. And again, we only used 1 diffuser. If you wanted to, then you would have to cut it and then put it on the other end or whatever. And then you'd have to place it wherever you needed to. But we're only going to run this for a few minutes, and then you can increase your time for each day that you have it. install. After about a week, 2 weeks, then you can run it full time, and then this system will run up to a 3-acre pond. This is about an acre, acre and a half. We felt like we only needed one diffuser, so that's why we only used one. It was an easy install. I mean, everything was just cut and dry, like what it should be like. This hose, it sunk pretty good. As soon as I plugged it in, it was running. And then see, if I unplug it, and boom, no more bubbles. I highly recommend this product. Thanks for watching, guys.